All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off first and foremost by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to those that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. This is your brother Nathan Yalla from the GMS Camp Atlanta, coming back at you through the Spirit with another lesson, and I pray and hope this lesson is edifying. Now, I'm getting into this Georgia judge that was arrested, and she was recently disbarred. I believe this is her right here. Metro Atlanta judge removed from bench. This happened a day ago in response to this incident here. Now, the thing is that women aren't supposed to be in a position of authority. Women aren't supposed to like you. Women aren't supposed to be in a position of power. Women aren't supposed to be they're not supposed to have rulership over men. And this woman had put her hands on a cop, an Edomite cop, on top of that. And then her behavior afterward just showed that she was not fit to be in a position of authority. Okay? Now the scriptures tell you that women should never have any type of authority over men. Okay? The only thing that a woman should do is to guide her house and obey her husband. All right? So I'm gonna go to First Timothy, and I'm gonna start at First Timothy, the second chapter, and we're gonna go to let's see, verse 9, and it says, "In like manner also, that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety." Okay, these bitches ain't shamefaced. They get right up in your face and talk shit. You know, look you dead in your eye. No shame whatsoever. Not broidered with hair. Don't be putting all that fake weave and all that stuff in your hair, or gold or pearls or costly array. Okay, don't be your purses and your fancy dresses and your shoes. And this woman who's supposed to be a judge, she had all that shit on. But which becometh a woman professing godliness with good works? You see, y'all think just because Esau's system give y'all these accolades that qualifies as good works. It doesn't qualify as good works because it's not what the Lord designed you or told you to do. Okay, so you're not working good works. You're working a destructive work. Okay, and that's especially the so-called black woman. She gets a piece of authority and she just tears everything down. And it says. It says, "Let the woman learn in silence with all subjugation." You're supposed to be subject to your husband, but in that regard, you also supposed to have respect for every man that you come across. Okay? It says, "But I suffer a woman not to teach, nor to usurp authority over a man, but to be in silence." You see, this society has given women such a pass to be able to talk and do whatever the hell they want to do that they don't forgot their place. They think that the place that the so-called white man has given them in this society is actually a place that was meant for them, and it was put there to destroy you and the so-called black man. Okay, so why isn't why did the Lord say for her to remain in silence? Well, here's why. It says, "And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression." You see? Because the scriptures talk about how through the woman became the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Alright? So you see this demon, this brute beast, right? You see her and how she behaved, and this is the image. This is the type of people that they put in authority. This is why when Jake goes into these places where the so-called black woman is in authority, this is why they're done the way that they are, because these women are unruly, even in positions of authority. Okay, they don't know how to hold. You have to understand that even in your position that you are representing the people that you work for. And you got all this social media around. What do you think is going to happen? You see? And that just goes to show that these women are careless. Alright? So I'm going to go ahead and play some of this video so you can see what I'm talking about. Slovakia, right here.
No, he just touched me. Everything for no reason. Right? Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. That's a cop.
I don't know what's going on with my internet. Hold on, let me try this. Satan. Alright, let's try this again.
No, he just touched me. Everything for no reason. Right? Let it go. 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 That's a cop. And that's so deep. No, I didn't. I don't punch.
Ma'am,
Take me where you want to take me.
I can't take you.
No,
I don't
take
have any
me.
identification on
And
me.
I don't care. You don't need the identification. You have locked people up, and you have picked up dead bodies when you don't know who bodies it was, but you picked them up.
Ma'am.
Take me where you need to take me.
I'm trying to.
No, take me where you need to take me immediately, expeditiously.
You're preventing
Take
that.
me. I could give a damn. Take me where you want to
So
take me.
how do you want me to take you somewhere
now?
expeditiously?
Now. Take me where you want to take me. Take me where you need to go, sir.
I can't.
Harassment.
I can't.
This is harassment.
You don't want to provide a name.
Run me into
You can't provide a name.
It's a pod, cell, what? Take me where you need to take me. I will get a.
Now you see that, you know, and it's just more of these women being completely out of order, you know. So I'm gonna grab another quick precept. I'm gonna go to Proverbs. Proverbs 7. And I'm gonna go to verse 11. It says, "She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house." Oh, you see that? You see that woman? Loud, obnoxious, stubborn. Don't want to give her a name. You know, just being uncooperative. She pushed a police officer. Now she's lucky that's all she got, because you know these police officers nowadays are more inclined to beat you to death even if you're a woman. Okay? So she's lucky that's all she got. But she's loud, she's obnoxious, she's stubborn, right? And then tell me she don't fit this scripture. She out in the club amongst a whole bunch of people just acting a fool, right? It says, "Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner." You see? That's these women, man. They just everywhere. They out on every corner trying to snag something. Going out to the club, you know, getting drunk. You know, I think there was a party in Texas not too long ago. I think it was like, you know, a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago. And they had an orgy, and I believe 20,000 people tested positive for HIV or something crazy. A crazy number. You know, and I just say that because these women be out here carriers, and they just open up their legs to any damn body, and they just pass this shit all the way around. And y'all stupid ass niggas are enablers. So I'm not giving y'all men a pass by any means, but y'all are enablers, man. Y'all enable these women, okay? You know, you know what? I'm gonna read this verse 10 because I kind of glossed over that, but it says, "And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of a harlot, subtle of heart. She's loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house." You know, so that's these women right there. This woman had on the attire of a harlot. I mean, look at her. See her in the back seat. Talking about some take me where you want to take me. You know, short dress, boobs all out, trying to live all vicariously. You know, and this is her right here. That's that woman, and they sure do get the worst picture, right? But moving on, it says this is Ecclesiasticus 7:26, and this is, "I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands is bands. Whosoever pleaseth Yahweh shall escape her, but the sinner shall be taken by her." You see? So the Lord is already saying that this woman, her hands is bands, her heart, which goes into her la'ab, which is her mind, is traps, man. This is an evil. These women out here are evil, bro, and they don't need to be in a position of authority. And this goes to show you how many times have we seen women that have, so-called black women that have pieces of authority, how they show their ass, and they even destroy themselves off of a moment of emotional of an emotional rage, an emotional tirade. You see? And you know, we always make videos about women, and you know, we continue to do this as an example to those that would hear it. Right? Women, y'all have a place, and the place that the so-called white man has put y'all in is not y'all place. Okay? Y'all are not meant to be in positions of leadership. This is why Esau has given the so-called black woman control over the family, because he understands that if you give this demon control over the family, she's going to destroy everything. I have this is Ecclesiastes. I'm gonna start at verse 6. 10 and 6. It says, "Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place." And see, this woman being in authority is folly. That's folly. That is folly, because it's not something that's supposed to happen. Because the scriptures clearly say that a woman is not supposed to be in any type of position over a man. Okay? Any type of position over a man. 1 second. All right. So verse 7, Salakim. It says, "I have seen servants on horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth." Now, of course, this scripture is really pertaining to Esau being in a position of authority, and the princes of the power, who is Jake, the so-called black man, being servants. Okay, but the reason why I brought this out is to show you that when a servant is put in a position of power, someone that was never meant to have that power, right? They abuse it. Look at Esau. Look at what he's done with his power. Okay? So you think the so-called black woman, his agent, you think she's going to be any different? Nah, man. Okay? So and the horse represents power. Okay? So the horse represents power. So these women have been given power. They've been given authority. They've been given authority over you go to these child support courts, women. If you need social aid or any type of aid for anything, women. Because they control the purses to everything. They're always denying the men. Unemployment, women. DMV, women. By the vast majority. And they be holding all the cards, and they have all the power in those prospective fields. Okay? And they'll give you the hardest of time. And trust me, I know. I've talked to so-called black women that be in positions of authority. And you have a few that'd be pleasant, but the vast majority, I would say about 85% of them, are nasty. You don't even want to talk to him. You're looking like, ah, man, hang up and call back and hope you get somebody else because you don't want to deal with the so-called black woman because you already know she's going to instantly have attitude just for doing her job. Just for doing her job. Okay? Damn, and hey, so when you let servants get in positions of authority, a lot of times they show their ass. You know? She's not supposed to be like when you go to the I'll show you it's 1828. So you go to the 1828 Webster's Dictionary, right? You go here and you just type in the word woman. Okay? Just type in the word woman. And I got a specific definition that I'm looking for. Okay? And it's two. And it says a female attendant or servant. That's it. So your job, the literal definition of a woman is to be a servant. So you're taking a servant and put her in a position of authority. Okay? So what do you think she's going to go out and do? She's going to show her ass. Yeah, I got the power now. I'll show you how to use it. You know? Hey, you know, and I know it may sound corny, but that old, that Uncle Ben slogan that he gave Peter Parker, hey, with great power comes great responsibility. You know, when you become a person that's empowered, you become a bigger servant. You have more people you have to serve now. Now, of course, you have certain perks with it, but ultimately, you're serving people. It's not about what you want to do. And that's what the so-called black woman, when she gets in authority, that's what she thinks. She thinks that, hey, I made it. I've arrived. All right? This is Ecclesiastes 7:26. Well, I already read this one already. Slakia. We can go to I'm gonna go to 1 Timothy. Because you women have an assigned job, and it's not being in Esau's court system. It's not being a boss bitch. It's not being a career woman. Okay? Alright. It says, but she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Alright? So all you women that are living in pleasure, you're dead because you're not doing the things that you're doing the things of death. You're not doing the things of life. Okay? Because all you're doing is pleasing yourself. Alright? And you're destructive. That's why it says, she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. All you care about is your damn self. And you destroy everything. It says, and these things give in charge that they may be blameless. Let's see. Continue, scroll down just a little bit. I want to, it says, it says, verse 14, it says, I would therefore that the younger woman marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. So you're supposed to have a good image of your house. Okay? You're supposed to guide your children in the will of your husband, who's in the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? For some are already turned aside after Satan. And you get a lot of women out here that are damn witches. You know, and that's a lesson that I probably go into later on. It says, if any man or woman that believeth have widows, let them relieve them, and let not the church be charged, that they may relieve them that are widows indeed. Okay? But that was pretty much it on that. That the woman is supposed to guide the house. That's your job. That's the criteria that a woman had been given. You wasn't given a position to be an authority like you are. You don't know what to do with that power. I mean, it looks good, but having power and having authority is a big ass responsibility. You know, a lot of wise men of wisdom, they don't want that shit. You know, some of the most wisest men, authority is thrusted upon them because they don't want it. They won't willfully accept it. They say, no, I don't want to have that responsibility, because they understand what comes with it. If you're a righteous person, it's not about you. It's not, oh, I just arrived. Oh, I arrived. No. When you get in the position of authority, you become a bigger servant. I can't say that again. Y'all women just don't understand that, man. And you think just because you got the power, I'm just like a man now. I got the money. I got the power. Okay, you can't tell me nothing. No, you dummy. You still have an image. You have people that you represent. You can't just show your ass. Okay? You can't just show your ass. So I'm gonna go to so I'm gonna grab a couple more precepts. Probably I go to Ecclesiasticus. I thought I had it pulled up already. Yeah. This is you know, we bring these precepts out all the time, but they need to be brought out all the time consistently, because you're still not getting it. You're still not understanding. It's still the same behaviors are still being promoted. So we got to keep on bringing it out. It says, this is Ecclesiasticus 25:17. This is, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. You know, you can see a woman when she become ran through, when she become beat down, you can see her face start to change. It looks different. You know, you can start to tell. You can look at her and be like, ooh, she look ran through. You know, it says, her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. And that's talking about hearing her voice, hearing about her. You know, like, man, I got to deal with this bitch. Man, I can't believe this. You see? Verse 19, it says, all wickedness is but a little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. You see, it's a lot of good stuff in this chapter, man. It's a lot of good stuff in this chapter to help protect you. You know, all of these things, these last few verses, the Lord is warning you, because these women use this shit as a weapon. Like Elder, and I don't know if there was Elder Apostle Ramla who said this, but you know, these women have been weaponized. Okay, they have been weaponized, and they know what to do. Okay, you see, and it says, it goes into it. It says, verse 21. It says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. Like the scriptures clearly tell you that. Okay, because these women use all that as a weapon against you, man. You know. But I'll read 24 and 25. Oh, you know what? I'll read 23, because it's you know what? Let's just continue on. Verse 22. It says, a woman if she maintain her husband is full of anger and impudence and much reproach. That's those women who feel like because your husband done lost his job that you don't have to help him out, you don't have to help take care of him, you don't have to do none of those things to him, you know, and you're mad about it because the world told you that you don't have to help him like that. All right. It says a wicked woman abated the courage and make a heavy countenance in a wounded heart, and will not comfort her husband in distress, maketh weak hands and feeble knees. And that's majority of these women out here in the world. They do not have any respect for men. Okay? They don't have any respect for their husband. They'll go out and they'll cheat on their husband with a man that has a nicer car. Okay? They'll destroy his house, talk shit about him, call him a bum. Right? And she would not comfort her husband. And how many women would not comfort their husband in the time of distress? And everyone knows that, especially for the so-called black man, that the world is literally attacking him. And these so-called black women will not support their husbands in a time of distress. And I believe this officer here, right? I believe this officer here, I believe he was a Jake. Okay? You can't really see. You can see his hand, but I believe he's a Jake. He sounds like a Jake. And you see the type of respect that she has for him as a man. Okay? And he's a police officer. So does it seem like she cares? Right? No, she don't care. It says of the woman became the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. So you already know that most of us came through a defiled womb, a womb that another man that it's been more than one man that been in that thing. Okay, and there was no death that occurred. Okay, which meant that they still under the law of their original husband. Okay, the man that originally penetrated them. All right. It says, give water no passage, neither give a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. And that's what this society does. See, King Solomon said that he ain't found no good women. So all women are inherently wicked. Okay? And this society has given them authority. So you, in essence, have given the wicked authority. And just like Esau, Edom, right, is an authority, he has given his lapdog Eve authority as well. Okay? So this woman is destructive. She's destroyed the family. You know, you got the so-called black woman who's always about putting Jake behind bars, just as much so as Esau, even more so. How many so-called black women have had men locked up for child support? You see? All right. So, you know, that was pretty much it. You know, just going into this woman flipping out flipping out on this police officer and getting disbarred. You know, hey, it is what it is. These women just don't learn. They think just because they have power, that they've been given authority, that they can do whatever the hell they want. And guess what? You can't. So, you know, with that, I pray this edifying lesson. I'm ended off by giving all praise going honor to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kadesh. Double honors to the elder, the apostle, great meal. So until next time, I say shalom.